Greetings. I want to share with you some thoughts from Howard Thurman and N.T. Wright. Howard Thurman, the famous theological scholar and spiritual leader and civil rights advocate, once wrote this. You may even be familiar with it. He writes that, "Don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive, and go do that. Because what the world needs is people who have come alive." End quote. You know, during Lent we focus on turning away from sin to move more fully toward the sacred in order to forego what is death-dealing and take up what is life-giving. As we spend the remaining Lenten days anticipating Easter, we are right in the middle of Lent right now. As we go through the second half of Lent, consider this. What is it about the resurrection that makes you come alive? Don't wait to have that question at Easter. We should be thinking about that question right now in preparation for Easter. What is it about the resurrection that makes you come alive? Not as a matter of doctrine, not as words memorized from a creed. What is it about the resurrection that makes you come alive by sparking your imagination, by inspiring your heart, by stirring your soul? May we prepare for Easter by getting ready to come alive and live the reality that Christ is indeed risen from the dead for us and for our salvation. I also mentioned N.T. Wright. N.T. Wright, well-known biblical scholar, New Testament scholar. I'm sure some of you are familiar with his work and his teachings. He wrote this: "Jesus' resurrection is the beginning of God's new project, not to snatch people away from the earth up to heaven, but to colonize earth with the life of heaven. That, after all, is what the Lord's Prayer is all about." End quote. May the move toward the sacred in the repentance of Lent ready us for the resurrection, empowering us to be those who colonize on behalf of God's will being done on earth as it is in heaven. Maybe we could do something like this. Maybe we could come alive by being pioneers who colonize the earth with the love and life of heaven. Something to think about as we continue our journey to the cross and the empty tomb. God bless.